Welcome back. I'm gonna make a crazy cocktail right now with like 10 ingredients. If you guys have seen any of my other cocktail videos, you know that I love milk punch. So I'm making another cereal inspired milk punch. The last cereal one I did was a Fruity Pebbles one. And so today I figured, why not do a clarified milk punch with Cinnamon Toast Crunch? So that's what we're gonna do. I had this sitting in my closet for 2 or 3 months for the sole purpose of making clarified milk punch with it and infusing the milk with Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And I went to go grab it out of my closet yesterday to film this video yesterday, and it was not there. I looked fucking everywhere. I looked around the bar, I looked in the fridge. I don't know why I checked the fridge. I looked in the fridge, I looked where all my food items are, but I had it like in my closet with my personal shit, with like my sweaters and shirts, and for some reason, don't ask me why. And I swear to fucking God, I went to go look for this exact container, could not find it anywhere. So long story short, I had to go to the store to go grab another one. Yeah, that was really annoying. So it's now today. Didn't get to film the video yesterday, clearly. Let's run through, I'm gonna run through the ingredients. This is just, like I said, this is a crazy one. Cinnamon Toast Crunch milk punch. Let's fucking do it. 2 ounces of fat wash bourbon. So basically, if you've seen any of my other cocktail videos, I've used this once or twice on this channel. It's literally just Evan Williams bourbon that's been fat washed with bacon. If you have no idea what that means, I'm happy to do a video on it. Why are we using fat washed bourbon? Because this is kind of, you know, we got the cereal, kind of breakfasty, obviously, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. We're gonna pair it with, you know, bacon, cinnamon, sugar. I feel like they'll go well together. So we're gonna use that versus just using a regular uninfused bourbon. Just think of it like that. Fat washing, you're infusing some type of flavor and changing the mouthfeel and the texture and the creaminess and the richness of the bourbon. Everything, the whole like molecular structure gets changed in some way, in a good way. So next we're gonna do 4 ounces of whole milk. That's going to be infused with this Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and I'll show you how to do that. Fairly simple. 2 ounces of apple cider. Bam. A ½ ounce of lime juice. If you go back and watch my kind of tutorial video on how to make milk punch, like the basis of making clarified milk punch, probably be a little pop-up right at the top right now, so you can go watch that. But what I was getting at was the lime juice is necessary here. Even though I don't think it's gonna pair well with like cinnamon flavor, we need some type of acidity to make the milk coagulate, to therefore make the drink clarified. You need to combine an acid with the milk so it curdles, and we're able to separate out those curdles. And I don't think that there's enough acidity, maybe there is in this apple cider. I'm not certain, so I'm gonna add ½ an ounce of lime juice to make sure that we can curdle the milk properly, just in case the apple cider isn't enough. Hopefully that made sense. Next up, ½ ounce of a Pear infused vodka that I made. I don't know why. I was like, I bought a bottle, well, not really vodka, it's Everclear. Bought a bottle of Everclear strictly for doing infusions, and so I made this Pear infusion. It came out okay, not bad, not horrible. It was my first time infusing a liquor and alcohol. Definitely some more tinkering to do, but I mean, when you smell it, it smells like you just sliced open a pear. It smells pretty good. I think I could have just maybe let the pear infuse with the Everclear maybe a day longer, a day shorter, just to make it kind of better. Chalk it up to better. ½ an ounce of ginger syrup. It's sitting in my freezer, letting it defrost right now. Last couple ingredients, 2 dashes of walnut bitters. This is gonna take hours to filter, so I'm not gonna drink it right now tonight. But if you go to my Instagram, Josh Ray TV, just JOSHREY TV, like the one you watch television. If you go there, you'll be able to see the pic of this actual cocktail completed by the time this video's up, which you're now watching. The picture will have been posted on Instagram. So if you want to see the actual cocktail in its finished state, go check out my Instagram. Like I was saying, the last 2 ingredients, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna rim it with some dust, just like crunch up some Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Throw a little cinnamon stick in there, probably a little bit overboard on the cinnamon. Don't really need a stick, but it's just gonna make it look more badass of a drink, because it kind of is a badass drink. I feel like I really thought through this one, even though it sounds crazy and like, what the fuck is this guy doing? He's about to make a Cinnamon Toast Crunch milk punch. I feel like as I was plotting this out, this recipe, I feel like these flavors are gonna work well together. I just have this really good feeling, like pear, ginger, apple, cinnamon, the bourbon, the fat wash bacon bourbon. I feel like it's gonna work. I feel like they're gonna complement each other, even though it sounds absolutely ludicrous. I've been talking enough, 7 minutes and 52 seconds. Let's start to make the drink. So the first step, we need to infuse the milk. While I prepare everything else, I want the milk to be infusing with the cereal, right? Or the cereal to be infusing with the milk, however you want to phrase it. It's gonna take me a few minutes to build the rest of the cocktail, therefore I'm gonna do the milk infusion first. What you would normally do is take a pot and heat up the milk in there, but I found this little coffee frother seems to work really, really well for some reason, just to get the milk warm. So when you throw the cereal in there, it's warmed up a little bit. In my mind, I think they're gonna infuse the two of them together better if the milk is warm. 4 ounces. All right, so I'm gonna turn this on. You just use the setting that heats up the milk versus frothing it. Okay, that's enough. Just enough to get the milk warm. We don't want it hot. We don't want it simmering. Just warm milk. Take this glass, pour it in there. Take our Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and I'm gonna put as much in there as I can, really. Okay, so the milk has been fully submerged with Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and in a few minutes, we're gonna have Cinnamon Toast Crunch flavored milk. Like, that just sounds fantastic. And we're gonna put it in a fucking cocktail. Let's do it. It's always the best part of the cereal. You get to the end, slurp up the milk, Fruit Pebbles, Golden Grahams, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It's the best. Let's set this aside, take another vessel, and we're gonna build a cocktail in here. And then we're gonna strain out that milk, and we're gonna add the milk into our cocktail mixture. And let's start doing that right now. 2 ounces of the bourbon. Next up, 2 ounces of apple cider. I think it's a local cider too. It's pretty good. It's not like, you know, Tropicana fucking cider. It's not like I made it myself, freshly squeezed cider, but it's pretty fucking good. And it's pretty sweet. I've never made this drink, you know? I don't know if it's gonna be good. Like I said, I have a feeling it's going to be good, but we just don't know. It may need to be tweaked, like the ratios of the cider to the milk to the bourbon to everything else may need to be adjusted, but we're gonna find out. Pear Infusion. Pear infused Everclear. What is it, like 80-something% alcohol? Horrible. Would never drink it on its own, even though I have. Not fun. Don't recommend it, but it's perfect for doing infusions. We're gonna add a 1/2 ounce of this pear infused Everclear. 1/2 ounce of ginger syrup. This is just a 1-to-1 demerara sugar to water ratio, and the lid is stuck. Jesus Christ. It's really fucking on there. Are you kidding me? It's really fucking on there. I literally just had to do that. You have no idea what I just had to go through to get this 1/2 ounce of ginger syrup out of that container. That lid would not come off. 1/2 ounce ginger syrup. Praise the Lord. 2 dashes of walnut bitters. Fee Brothers. That's what I'm using. Black walnut bitters. A 1/2 ounce of lime juice. Give it a little swirl. It already smells really good on its own. Now I'm thinking maple syrup wouldn't have been a bad idea instead of the ginger syrup. I think the ginger is actually perfect where it is, and it smells good paired with everything else, but maple syrup would not be a horrible idea at all. Okay, our milk has been infusing with the Cinnamon Toast Crunch for the last few minutes. Also smells amazing. The idea is to just impart some of that cinnamon toast, sugary, crunchy flavor and aroma into the milk. Just a final little stir, and let's strain it. I'm gonna strain it right into the drink. A little press, get all the milk out. And you can see within seconds that milk is already coagulated. So what I wanted to happen is happening. Thankfully that there was enough lime juice, enough acidity from the apple juice, and the milk has completely curdled. All you want to do, I'm saying all you want to do is, if you're going to make this drink, who knows if anyone's going to make this drink, because it's kind of fucking insane. But all I'm going to do is just give this a swirl, a stir, make sure that all the liquid combines. So we have all these little milk curdles, right? All you gotta do is to filter it through a coffee filter. It could take a couple hours. If I had really warmed up the milk and got it hotter, it probably would filter a little bit quicker. We're gonna take a Chemex, put a paper filter in, filter out the milk curdles, and then the result is a completely clear cocktail. By clarifying it, you get that milky creaminess without some of the heaviness that you would get with whole milk. You don't feel like you're drinking dairy, but you get that milky, it's just something you have to experience. You get that milky texture in your mouth. It's very interesting. It's a fun little, experiment to say the least. What I'm gonna do personally, because it's late here, I'm just gonna let the filtration process begin. I'm gonna throw it in the fridge while it's filtering. By the morning, there'll be a completely clear cocktail right here at the bottom of this vessel. So I'll just run through the ingredients one last time. And also, if you do in fact want to make this, the recipe is right in the caption below, in the description, I should say, of this video. But I'm gonna run through it one more time. Cinnamon Toast Crunch Milk Punch. You saw it here first. I doubt anyone has ever made this on this planet ever, since the beginning of time. No one's ever made this specific drink. There's no way. 2 ounces of bacon fat washed bourbon. Evan Williams Bottled Bond is what I used. Did 4 ounces of Cinnamon Toast Crunch infused whole milk, 2 ounces of apple cider, ½ ounce of lime juice, a ½ ounce of Pear Infusion using Everclear, a ½ ounce of ginger syrup, 2 dashes of black walnut bitters, and then gonna garnish it with a cinnamon stick and a Cinnamon Toast Crunch dusted rim, just to be real fucking extra. It's a crazy drink. If you're up for the challenge, you should definitely make it. If you think there's something I should make in the future, in a future cocktail recipe video, drop a comment, let me know what's your favorite cocktail and whether or not I should make it live on camera. And if you enjoyed the video, I've done a whole mess of these cocktail recipe videos. Did a watermelon Jolly Rancher, did a whole bunch of milk punches. My favorite cocktail ever, the Campari Sour, that was the last upload. You should go check those out. While I'm on this little rant, we might as well. The like button is right there. Just smash the like button. There she is in all of her glory. Did a little Cinnamon Toast Crunch dusted rim of sorts. Just took like a little honey, a little bit of water, mixed them up, coated the rim, crushed up some Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and gave everything a nice coating. Threw in a cinnamon stick. The first sip. It didn't come out, whoa. I'm not gonna lie, I have been drinking a little bit, so that explains the spillage right there. It didn't come out perfectly 1000% clear, but there's little steps you can take to like get the clearest final product. It just didn't fully work out with this one. A little Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Clarified milk punch with the clear ice cube. You know what? I said it in the beginning of this video. I just had this feeling that it was gonna turn out really well, and it's fucking delicious. Amazing. It's really good. Wow. It's like you get that creaminess. Like I was saying, you get the creaminess of the milk, even though it's like, it doesn't feel like you're drinking milk. It's just like that texture is completely there. It's good. It's playing tricks on your mind while you drink it. Fairly sweet. Not really sweet. Plus the big ice cube in there, it's gonna dilute it a little bit. The ginger, it's not super gingery, which is good. I didn't want it to be too gingery. I think it turned out pretty well. It's like a weird drink, but it's It's surprisingly well balanced considering I've never made it. The apple cider, cinnamon. I mean, the first thing you smell is cinnamon. But again, it's like real well balanced. It's not, even though it's very cinnamony, it's not too cinnamony. You get the apple, you get the ginger, you get the creaminess of the milk. It's really fucking good. One of those drinks you want to keep drinking. Like, I'm already halfway through this and I'm ready for another one. It's really good. Good stuff. Cinnamon Toast Clarified Milk Punch. Like I said, you saw it here first. Make it. Get the stuff. Oh, and the pear. Yeah, you can see a little pear there. I forgot the pear was in it. But yeah, get the stuff. You will not be disappointed at all. Fucking love milk punch. I'm out of here. Hope you enjoyed this fucking wild, crazy, absurd cocktail video.